And let me know.
And we are recording.
Okay, great. So, hey everybody, you are with the Gimbalabs crew. We are doing a community code review where we learn Aiken line by line with each other. There are no teachers here. It's just us chickens, as we like to say. It's a peer-to-peer learning experience. Um, this is the penultimate class, the penultimate group meeting. We'll meet this week, which is March 25th, and we'll be here next week, which is April 1st. Wonderful. And April 1st. Wow, that's crazy. I've got Lewis here
Today
is on the
is
line.
April 1st. What is April 1st? Today is March 25th. No.
Yeah, but tomorrow the last class will be April 1st.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. This is the second to last, the penultimate.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, I see. Yeah. Yeah. Makes sense.
Is
yeah,
that an April
yeah,
Fool's joke? Because April 1st is April Fool's. Are you pranking
yeah. That's
us,
right. That's right.
Newman?
Do you do April Fools where you are?
Yeah, yeah.
For sure. Okay,
Until like noon.
but no. Oh yeah, yeah. Afternoon, then April Fools jokes have to stop. We have to get back to normal. So it's April Fools half day. Uh, I like that. But yeah, but we are going through the Aiken PBL on Domio, so you can find it there. And Harsha, should I just explain what our goal is for today, like our activity?
Absolutely. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Yeah. So what we sort of checked in with this idea of what do we still want to learn, and we kind of figured it's just like, hey, we want to be able to write validators uh, from scratch or complete these assignments in the PBL. Um, and so we thought it might be an interesting exercise just to take the last assignment and see how far we get. And
This is
that
not
last
the last
assignment,
assignment. This is one of the assignments. Yeah.
oh, I thought it was
Hmm.
was module. Is there another module besides 201? I thought it was the last one.
I would think there are more modules. Yeah. I would
But
think there are
it's
more.
it's just it's just a general assignment in the PBL.
Yeah. So there is one
Oh,
more
there's a
module after
202.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, there's one more after that. Um, but the what we're doing is write a validator that succeeds before a deadline. Right there, it's on the screen. If it sends output to at least two different addresses, that succeeds after a deadline, only if the transaction is signed by some quote administrator. Um, so we are just going to start from scratch, writing that. We created an AK file, a .ak file, and we commented the prompt, which is write a validator that succeeds. Um, yeah, and then go from there.
Sounds good.
All right.
So like the reason we are doing this is to understand our level at this moment. Like, because there have been some suggestions about like building validators and stuff like that. So this is more like an evaluation of where we stand at the moment.
Nice
It's not a
validators.
judgment, it's just an evaluation.
It's a dang pop test because we did not expect this. I don't know if Lewis was like, we were like, but I love it. I love it because it's just, again, it's not teachers here. It's just
Yeah,
us. So this will be a
exactly.
great way to learn. The,
Chickens.
it's just us chickens here. Um, uh, One of the things, so I saw this because basically how I would do this, there's two things. One, I would copy boilerplate from a different validator. I would try to find something similar and like piece together. That's what's called hacking. Like I would hack this together. Another thing that I would do would be to pop that into GPT or some LLM or chat and see what they came up with. Um, I don't, I'm not necessarily proud of those things. That's not where I want to ultimately be. I would love to ultimately have in my mind a mental model that says, oh, I need to have this, I need to have that, so that I don't necessarily need the boilerplate, but I feel like the boilerplate is is pro I don't know. I don't know if Adrian when he or an expert Aiken writer would start with boilerplate. But
So the first question is, forget about boilerplate. Like, what even is being asked?
okay, yeah,
Is this like are they asking us to write a spending validator? Like, what is the purpose of this validator?
all right,
Write a validator that succeeds before a deadline if it sends outputs to at least two different addresses and succeeds after a deadline
okay.
only if the transaction is signed by an administrator. So, what kind of
Ah,
validator do you think this is?
so I think it's a spend validator because it's sending outputs to addresses.
Correct. Okay. So, let's start here.
Ahmed's here. Ahmed, all right, here you go.
Hey,
Hey, Ahmed, are
Ahmad.
you good? Nice.
Hey, Ahmad. Like, we are
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
like
yeah, I'm good.
this. Yeah,
He's
yeah.
good. Okay, good. Okay,
Ahmad will
keep going.
invite.
Keep
Like,
going, Harsh.
Ahmad, can you also like do it on your
Yeah.
side? We'll be going through this validator. We'll be writing this validator today.
Yeah.
Um, okay. So Newman said this is a spending validator. And what should we do? And just like Newman suggested, let's go get a template.
Mhm.
Okay. So I'll just go to some random thing and find a template. Say hello
Oh God.
world. Let's see. Blah blah blah. Okay. So the first thing is validator and the name. I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to copy it one sentence at a time. Okay.
Mhm.
And let's call this, what should we call this validator? I'm going to call it assignment 201. Should we call that that? Um,
Yeah.
or something else if you guys have
No, no, no.
something
I
else
like
in mind.
assign 201 because we don't know a good name for it yet because we don't exactly.
Oh, okay, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Okay.
because like we'll change it.
Yeah,
We'll change it later, but at the moment we'll just assign
this makes
201.
sense.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is a validator called assignment 201, and then it is a spending validator. So we start a spending function, spend script function, and here spend always has the same parameters.
Yeah.
Okay. Datum, redeemer, input, and transaction. I'm going to accept them for now. And I'm going to put underscore before all of them because I don't know which one we'll be using and which ones we won't be using. Okay.
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 So this is the basic setup. This is I don't yeah, I'm going to leave this here, but we'll have to change this. Uh, so this is the boilerplate that you're asking. Oh, one more thing. What I would do here is else. Where is it? Else
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
false. Else fail, not false. Okay.
Yeah.
Should I put it here? Why is it being sketchy? What is it saying? I'm looking for one of the following patterns. Oh, I feel like else fail should. Oh, else fail is inside the spend. So that means they should be here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so what is this? I'm looking for one of the following patterns. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know
Hold on.
what this
Let's.
is.
Yeah. It's a little bit of.
So let's see
I
what
think you
issues it'll
need.
give us. I'm going to say I can build and see what
This is that
happens.
syntax stuff.
Yep,
I would
yep, yep.
just grab. I would just grab that whole.
So it is saying something is an issue here while passing the unexpected token else.
Yeah. You just got that
Mm,
else underneath a. It just it's syntax. I think you really try. I would just grab that whole thing. Just grab that whole thing.
which this whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Because
Okay,
you just all the only problem is you just got not all that just the validator part.
okay. Let's see
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
if
yeah,
it works or if it gives the same issue, and then we'll start deleting here.
yeah, and
Uh,
then just take out like and then just make that underscore.
okay,
Take all that stuff out,
okay.
and then make those, yeah,
And we still have that
options.
same thing. Oh, very
What?
nice. It's gone. But what did we do different?
I
Oh,
think
boy.
I think that else statement was in the brackets. We just got tangled up in the brackets, to be honest. That's what I'm thinking.
Fair
Control
enough.
Z.
Yeah.
All right.
And this is, I don't know, do experts, can they look at that and immediately think, is their mental model enough where they can say, oh yeah, this is the nesting of those brackets is wrong or correct. And actually, is there a way to format so that you can quickly see it? Because this format is made for, anyway. All right. So what else? Are there problems with that?
No,
What's
no, this
that?
is just like asking for
Oh, oh,
I
because we
found
don't
a
have any
reference to an
inputs.
unknown type. So I will,
Yeah.
so say for example, you have these, right? Like output reference. It doesn't know what an output reference is. So you
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like bring them in using Cardano transaction output reference. It shouldn't show
Mm,
anything. Okay. So now we have taken care of all the issues, and now we have a perfect boilerplate for a spend. Okay. Now
Hmm.
what?
okay.
Okay.
That's interesting. My IDE is not throwing an error with those, with the imports. But we definitely want those. We definitely want imports. So I'm going to
That's
pop
okay.
them
I
in
mean,
right
like
now.
it could be like a different compiler, whatever is the issue.
Yeah, yeah.
Know. But yeah,
Okay.
we have resolved the issues and now we have a boilerplate. Logically, what do we do next?
Okay. Let's go back and look at our thing. So write a
It's
validator.
right
We
here,
did
right
write a
here.
validator. Yeah. So
Mm-hmm.
we wrote a validator. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Succeeds. So we're going to need to have
So what are
success case.
What?
before that, like you have a transaction, right?
Oh, and
What?
then a deadline.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
sure, sure.
Oh, goes my chin.
But we'll be validating against the transaction. So the very first step is always what fields in the transaction would we need?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay. So based on this, what fields do you think it'll need? Deadline, it needs a deadline
Yeah.
and it needs
Oh,
signed by someone. So what are the two fields that would be needing?
yeah, man. I got it. It's in my head, there's validity range. Oh,
Uh-huh.
go ahead, Lewis. Yeah.
I was thinking, sign by someone I think I'd meet. I don't know. I'm throwing balls. I mean, throwing things
Yeah,
at the
throwing
wall.
balls, sure.
No, no, do it. Do it.
Yeah. So I was thinking I'd mean because you said someone to sign. So I'm thinking in terms of um what to name them. I lost myself.
What are you naming? You said you're naming, what are you naming, Lewis?
Hold up. Go back to your to the code editor. Yeah, yeah. Where was I going with that statement? Anyway, I'll remember once. I'll mention it again once I remember what I wanted to say.
Yeah. Where is so
Yeah. Placeholder.
Yeah,
transaction?
yeah, yeah. They were deciding on instead of naming it assignment what 201. Anyway,
So
Here we go.
we have this transaction, right? So my question
Yeah.
is, which of these fields are we uh, processing the logic against? So which of these fields are important for us to perform the logic? We won't need all the fields, we'll need some. Based on this,
Yeah.
which of the fields would be important?
Yep. I know. Or I have an idea.
Yeah,
So
you can
that,
guess like any of you guys, like Lewis, Ahmad, like oh, Ahmad is not here, but like Newman, Lewis, any of you
oh,
guys.
yeah, Lewis already went. So it's my turn. Here we go.
Yeah.
So it's asking for a deadline, and you won't find deadline or time, yeah,
Mhm.
before a deadline. You won't find that in the transaction data model items based on whatever the heck they are. Um, that's so bad. No, I don't mean to. But anyway, it's validity range. Validity range is the time. So we're gonna want
Okay.
validity
So
range.
we need
Yeah.
validity range. Sure. We'll get that out. What else do we need?
So are you copying and gonna put that somewhere? Like what is, how do you
I'll,
know?
I'll, I'll I'll show you. We'll figure that out. But just
Okay.
first, let's
Okay,
get through
so and then
what
the
other
next
things you would
one
need.
is because it is um succeeds before deadline, so that's validity range. If it sends outputs, so we're gonna need outputs,
Okay.
and there is an output there. No, right up there. Yep.
Okay.
So we're gonna need those outputs to at least two different addresses. And I think those addresses are what are in the outputs. So we just need validity range and output so far. And then, and that succeeds after a deadline. So we still have the validity range. We don't need anything new there. If the transaction is signed by some administrator. So the signed by some administrator, if you go back to there, is the extra signatories.
Mm-hmm.
Is that true though?
It is.
Yeah. Yeah. But why is it extra signatories? It seems like it should just say,
I mean, we have had this discussion like 200 times, and
oh, okay, 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 good,
I
good, good,
agree
good.
with you. I
It's
100% agree with
just a
you.
little, yeah,
Yeah, it always confuses me as well. Like extra signatories. Like I am always thinking eh, like other guys, but
yeah,
it also includes me.
yeah, exactly, exactly. Okay. So
Mm,
there
So
you go. So it's just, so
yeah.
it's outputs, validity range, extra signatories. I don't think there's anything else. Like we're not validating against datum, which is what that hello world is
mm,
about. And we're not validating against a redeemer. Uh, Nor are we validating against an input. So yeah, I feel like those are the three that we need.
Okay. So
Oh, did you?
how will you get those fields out of like the transaction? So this transaction, first I'm going to remove the underscore. So we have this big transaction with all these fields.
Yep,
How will you remove the fields and access just the fields?
right. Um,
Should I
that's
open one of
where,
the references just so you know?
yeah, then I look at a reference. Yeah, here we go. Uh,
I'm just looking at.
this is the, you're in the mesh, so it might be mesh. Go to first steps, hello world, because that'll be the very first, yeah,
I
hello
don't know if it is
world.
there in the hello world, is it? I don't know if
Yeah, it's asking for a
nope,
transaction.
it's not here in
There's the
hello
extra
world.
signatories.
Um, no, no. So here is the thing. You can
Okay.
directly access. So say for example, there is self, right? Self
Yeah.
dot outputs dot length is greater than equal to. You're still accessing the outputs. You get what I'm saying? Self dot is
Okay.
also a way to access stuff.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But instead of saying self dot for everything, we can directly get things out.
Right,
Let
right, right,
transaction,
right.
you see this? Outputs.
Yeah,
And what else did you say? Extra signatories. Okay. And
yeah.
what else did you want? Outputs, extra signatories, validity range.
Nice. Okay, this is a great
Okay.
way to do it.
And
Nice.
I am just for now, I'm gonna say input, but we'll remove that if you're not using it. Okay.
Okay, okay. Input or
Uh,
inputs.
no inputs.
Is that
Uh,
right?
yep.
Yeah, inputs. Okay.
Okay.
So
So this
now,
we can directly
so
use inputs, outputs, extra signatories, and validity range. Okay.
okay.
So this sentence is basically saying there is a transaction, there's something called self, which is of the type this. This is the constructor for self.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when you're constructing it, you don't need the rest. The dot dot basically means I don't need the rest, but these are the named ones are the ones that I need.
Beautiful.
It's basically called deconstructing, I think.
Yeah.
All right. So now we have this. What is next?
Right. So I think the AI is helping us along there. So it's
Yep.
saying
That's
create
what I'm
something.
saying. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, go for it.
No, I'm just saying, I'm agreeing with you, Niman, that the AI is helping us here.
Yeah. But
So,
the trick with AI is like knowing when it's kind of BS or turning off your brain and just sort of blindly accepting it. That's a relatively clear thing. It's creating a variable uh called is before deadline, and it's assigning it because the equals in this case is the assignment key. Uh Valid before, which is a method or a thing from somewhere. Where's valid? Hit hit enter or tab there, Harsha, and does it complain that valid before is not a thing?
Do you want to check valid before?
Let's check valid before. I don't
I
know.
don't see
Yeah, I
it.
don't. It's not complaining about it, but it's not there in the standard lib. Is it a? Huh. That could be it.
Cocktail says valid before, but I want to double check.
Yep.
Cocktail.
Let's go to
Uh,
cocktail.
oh wait, I think I have it here. Cocktail.
So bad.
Oh man, this sucks. I thought I put it in here, but I can't see it. Um,
It's
oh fuck it. Anyway, I'm gonna say Cardano.
I just don't even know where the heck it is. I found whiskey, but I couldn't find in a straight search. I found whiskey, but I couldn't find.
Okay.
I found vodka.
And sit down Cardano bar.
Huh,
I mean,
false.
why am I not able? Because I definitely saved it. I can't figure out where it is.
Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit the history tab and look for it. Here we go.
Clap.
I got it.
You got
I'll
it?
paste
Okay.
it. Yeah, I'll paste it in. Web3 doesn't do Web1 search. Here you
Yeah, it absolutely sucks. Okay.
go. Okay, so there it is. And so if we do a search for what was it
Okay,
again?
so we're here. And I am
Valid
going to
before.
save this. 1 second. Let me save this guy. Uh,
Yeah.
to Cardano. Done. Okay. So valid
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. So there's
Uh,
valid after and valid before.
yeah. So there is a valid before. And so it's basically taking a validity
Ah.
range and it's taking the required timestamp and it is saying yes or no.
I see something. So we have validity range. We've got that in the transaction, but the required timestamp, where does that come from?
Hmm.
Mm, the mystery.
Succeeds before a deadline.
Yeah. So what is the deadline? So we need to somehow capture that deadline. How are we going to do
but we
that?
make our own deadline. No, that's what I'm thinking.
That's right. I think you're right. Got to do it
Okay. So how are you going to do that?
very carefully. How are we going to do that? I think that might be where we have inputs or a redeemer.
Hmm. So there
I
should be
don't know.
before deadline and then an after deadline, am I? if before deadline, let if oh.
Yeah, I think, to be honest, I think this is a
Is-
redeemer. I don't know exactly why. It just in my mind, it's like that seems like a redeemer or a datum. What's the difference between datum and redeemer?
So
Have I forgotten
datum,
everything? I've been away from this for a while, FYI.
so datum is on the UTXO, right? So that
Yeah.
means the datum is available even before like validation. The redeemer is at the time of transaction, time of this transaction.
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's in my mind, and tell me if this is wrong. The redeemer is something that we establish. The datum is something that rides in with the transaction or with the UTXO.
Correct.
Yeah. So this is a redeemer. So we're going to do a pub. So we can go back to our boilerplate and find redeemer.
Okay.
And
So can you tell me why redeemer? Like what are you trying to do with the redeemer?
well, the I'm basically trying to establish, and I'm going back to like some of those original PBL things. Like this is the yeah, and this is sort of falling back on my mental model. My mental
Mhm.
model is the Redeemer is some shibboleth, some guard that says, has some information, and if it matches this information or if it can validate against this information, it's the rules of the transaction, a redeemer. Um, we called it the bodega, you know,
No, no, wait a
clerk.
minute. What do you mean redeemer is the rules of the transaction? If we use redeemer inside of our transaction to set up some rule, then it becomes a
Yeah,
rule of the transaction.
I
Otherwise,
guess
it's
yeah, it's the data that the rule requires, and that's what this date is. So
exactly,
there
it's some
should
information that we pass during
yeah,
the transaction.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
my question is, are you trying to pass the deadline through the redeemer?
I think
Is that what's going on?
I think so. I think that the redeemer holds this data that the deadline. There's like a pub type deadline, that's in whatever a date format is, you know. Yeah,
Okay,
we
let's
need to
try
get
that.
somehow, and then falling back into that word problem, just learning a word problem in the fourth grade. Um, the that you just write down everything that they give you. So I know that at some point we've got to get deadline into this, and we have it there in line 17. We need it. So how do we get it in? Is it just a variable? Like it may not have to be. We could hard code it in there. We could just say, just like in line. If we added a new line
What do you
between
mean
16 and
hard? Okay,
17,
so just okay.
yeah, just put in let deadline equal, and then put it in. Like I don't think we need to make it so complicated.
Sure, let's
But
try
if you
that.
wanted to change it, if you wanted to change it somehow, with parameterizing the script, like if you wanted it to be reusable, then you would
Mm,
use the redeemer, perhaps.
now you are thinking.
Yes, I haven't just been sitting here like a lump for the last
Okay,
year or more.
so we have put a deadline, which is an integer in the parameter of this validator. That means this validator will have access to this parameter and
Oh,
can validate against it right here. Okay. Now that you put the
ah,
deadline here, this is valid because it has access here.
interesting,
Okay.
interesting.
Hmm.
So
Mhm.
could you not pass it as a parameter and just put it like there in line 17?
Yeah, we can.
And then it would be hard coded in. So that's a real thing, right? It'd just be like this is a validator to validate against, my birthday. If it's before my birthday, my
Correct.
50th
Correct.
birthday, then then it's before. Okay, okay. But I like it as a parameter. Let's keep
So
it there.
so so so
I don't
the
know. What do you think,
idea.
Lewis? Yeah.
So can you tell me what is the advantage of it being a parameter versus like hard coding it?
Yeah, I can. Lewis, are you following this conversation?
You know, I mean, I was even thinking about the
Yeah.
integer for the deadline. Are we using the epochs or?
That's a little bit of a side. Let me answer what Harsh has said first. Yes, the difference between having as a parameter versus hard coding it in. If it's a parameter, then this validator is more useful, meaning that we could set different, we could set different dates, you know, but if we wanted it just be for one specific date, then we would just use we wouldn't put it in as a parameter.
Yep, exactly.
Is that right?
That's right.
Yeah. But now let's talk about what Lewis said. Like, what
Mhm.
is the format? So we put deadline of a type int, but is there other, because that's what I'm kind of curious, and I would look up like what is the format for dates or deadlines or validity ranges?
So it is Unix time.
Ah,
It is Unix time. And I think it's always a good idea to stick with Unix time. I'll show you. We have done this a
we've
couple
done
of
this about a
times.
bit. This was a big thing in Asteria because it was all
Uh,
time oriented.
um,
Oh, okay. A validity, an interval of POSIX time.
yeah, an interval of POSIX time, right? So it's always a good idea to always use POSIX time.
Okay.
Okay.
But is that
Mhm.
okay? Validity range interval. An
Don't go
interval
too
of
much into it, like,
okay,
because
okay.
if we get into
All
this,
right,
like
yeah.
it is
Yeah, it will
remember
suck us
this.
down. But if you know if that int is correct, then I'm down. I'm
Yeah,
down.
it is an integer, right?
Okay.
Like,
Yeah.
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 Or I mean, at most, what you can do is you can make it a long.
Okay, right.
Is it oh, do they have long int instead of an integer?
Must be
What I
long
do
int.
want to check is the primitives.
Let's go
What
up there.
primitive types? What do they have? Blah blah blah.
Int right there.
Where is it? Where are you seeing int?
I just saw it above, just above there.
So you have int, and what do you have? You have a byte array. Uh, you have a list. Your tuple
Tuple
pair.
option ordering void. Keep
Never
going down.
ordering. So I was almost sure they had a long as. Do they not have a
What's
long?
that?
So long is just basically it's like a think of it as like a bigger int that uses
Yep.
like
Yep.
64 bits instead of
Yep.
um
Okay. Oh my
so
God.
do they not have a long? I'm gonna quickly do a search for a long. Okay. Um, So they barely have long term. Oh, they don't have a long. But I remember like transaction
Yeah.
pipelines constantly using long, right?
Maybe some, yeah, I don't know.
All right. So if int is the native type, let's stick to int instead of long.
Oh, I know.
Okay, cool. All right. So we have that versus I discovered a block which is ending with an assignment. Hmm. What's
Okay.
going on?
Yeah.
But anyway, so we have the
So,
deadline. So what is this saying? I discovered a block which is ending with an assignment. Is before deadline. The validity range should give true or false, right? Did we?
oh, I think
Yeah. Mhm.
is it because of that? Oh no, that self is on a separate line. Okay. Hmm. Valid for.
Mm, data center. What is this? Disco ending with an assignment. I can check. Um, uh, And
Okay, I do think that.
I've definitely seen this before. I just can't figure it out.
Oh, is that self on a new line?
No, no, that's not. Is it?
No.
No, this is different.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Discover books.
because I feel we have resolved this issue multiple times before,
Oh,
and
oh,
now
look at Ahmed. Ahmed's given us some in the chat.
Hint, hint. Just specify the
I
time.
don't think we have assigned a value to deadline. We just specified the type. Oh no, so when you are so Ahmed, when you are compiling this validator, that is when you give the
So
value.
go, yeah, to align.
So when you compile the validator, you give this value, and then you can directly use that value. So for now, we are
Yeah.
just using deadline because we are assuming it has a value and you're putting it in here. What were you saying, Newman?
Okay. No, I think you got it.
Wait, view the problem. I want to view this problem. I discovered a block which is ending with an assignment. Ending with an assignment. Illegal assignment. So valid before. One second, quickly want to take a look at valid before. It gives a bool, right? Okay, it gives a bool, and we are assigning
Yes,
the bool,
that's exactly what I was just looking for. Yeah, it returns a bool.
and we are assigning the bool to is before deadline, right?
Yeah, yes, yeah, and
Mm,
if you look up, if you want to see an example of it,
valid.
there's a time uh, .ak in our repository.
Okay.
Okay.
Time.ak,
Yeah,
time.ak.
yeah.
So let's see here.
Hmm.
This seems correct. I don't see an issue. This is what we did.
Yeah, they are pulling in the time with the datum. See how datum on that line 26, datum dot must be before. If you scroll, it's like a datum is a datum type or something. If you scroll up,
No, yeah, but like that's not the problem we have, right? Like our problem is like we have
yeah,
the
I
deadline.
feel like it's something syntactical again. Ugh.
Is it, do you think it's the type of the deadline? Let me quickly look one more time. So required timestamp is of the type integer. So we are fine. We should be fine. Let is before deadline valid before. This should be fine actually. I don't know what the deal is. Let's keep it going.
Yeah,
Uh,
let's not worry about the warnings for the time being and see if it sorts itself.
yeah, I'm gonna, okay. Um, okay. So now we know whether it's before deadline or not. Okay.
Yeah.
So if it is before deadline, we do something. If it's after deadline, we do something else, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
so yeah. So that's a branch, right? That's sort of logical branch. And that might be, oh, here we go. Like this when operator. So when it's before we want it to do something, when it's after we want it to do something. Is
Correct.
that right? I mean,
Yeah.
weirdly,
If you
logically,
want
that
to take a look
feels
at the
right.
when is, yeah. Let's see. When is
Yeah.
not here. Control flow. Control
Yeah.
flow looping. If else, fail to do, giving a reason, expect, custom traces, soft
Huh.
casting. So there should be a when is, wait one second, fail to do, if else. It is when is, right? Like why, when, yeah, here. When is, this is basically pattern matching. Okay. So let's do this. I'm going to copy this.
Oh, and okay.
When is before deadline is, here we write true,
Mm,
and here we write false. So what is happening when it's true and what is happening when it's false,
wow. Okay.
right?
Yeah. And it seems like we've got a nested. Okay.
What is nested? So what, so we don't have to do any of this because this is all like random. Okay, for now this is what we have. When it is true, what are they saying? What is the requirement?
Uh, it uh, it sends so it
If it is
sends
before a
outputs to at
deadline,
least two different addresses.
okay, so now we'll have to write that logic. And what happens when it is not? Then we'll
Uh,
have to, it'll have to be signed by someone else, right? So we'll have
yes,
to
that's
write
right.
that
That's right.
logic. Okay.
But
So now
I
let's start writing that logic. So
okay,
for the
okay.
first one, how would you write that logic? What would you do? But until here, is it clear what we did?
Yeah, to me, yeah. If it's before the deadline, see, but interest
Mm-hmm.
deadline. So and and then it's not like if it's before the deadline, then that the outputs have at least two different addresses.
Correct.
So can we continue to validate here?
Sure.
Okay, so then okay, so then we need to get outputs. So we need to validate against outputs. So in
Correct.
English, I would say um
So outputs is a list. Correct. You there?
then I would loop through the
Mm-hmm.
outputs and assign and then look for at least two different addresses.
Okay.
Um, and
That makes sense.
there might be like a utility function in Cocktail for that, to be
Yep.
honest.
So inspecting is the functions we are looking at. So these are all the functions we have to inspect inside of lists. And the
Ah,
reason I'm inspecting instead of a list is because outputs is, where is outputs? Uh,
Harsha knows this stuff.
so this is a list of outputs, right? And that is why we are validating
Oh,
through the
okay.
list. Okay.
And
So
so
now
this is
can
all
you,
the Aiken stuff with lists. So maybe it's not something we need in Cocktail. So like let's just look at all any it seems like count might be something that we're looking at or
okay.
or length. Is it like unique length? That's
No, the
I
size
don't
is
know.
the
Let's look.
problem. So we are looking for, so think about this. What does an output look like first?
Oh, you're
What
thinking
does
of
an output look like? Output
yeah,
looks
yeah,
like
out
this,
yeah,
right? So but for accessing the address, you access it through output dot address,
yeah,
correct?
yep,
So now what are you doing? How can you make sure that there are at least two different addresses? This is logic basically.
yep.
You're writing logic at this point.
Okay.
How would you make sure that the addresses are different? What kind of a function would you write?
Uh I mean it would be some type of find or map over. Um, yeah. Uh, I would look for a utility that says I want to find two different. Uh, I think we're in the right spot. Like check out inspecting all and I think count might be where it's at.
So when you do count, you're getting like a bunch of different outputs.
Okay.
Okay. Say you'll get like three outputs or whatever, right? Now, what will you do after that? You got the number three is what you have. Then what?
Hmm. Then it would.
Ahmed,
Well,
do
it'd
you
have to
have
be.
any ideas? Or Ahmed or
Oh yeah,
Ahmed or Lewis?
Lewis. Yeah.
How would you make sure that the list of outputs has at least two different addresses?
My first guess would be to use kind of write like a find function.
Mhm.
Yeah, but our problem now is how to identify addresses that are unique.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Cool. Uh, I'm still thinking.
No, that's totally fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, so find function makes sense if you know the exact addresses here, but here currently we do not know the exact addresses. So let me try and figure a way out. The first thing I want to do is loop over the list of all the outputs. Okay. So how do you loop over the list? Uh, push, repeat, delete, drop, extracting, tailspan,
Oh, maybe
slice,
mapping.
filter, map. Where is map? Oh, mapping. For each. Okay, let's look at this. Index map for each. For each, you are doing something. I think this is what it's saying. For each element of the, no, for the list, for each element of the list, do something.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see what we can do. Or when you see map, Newman said map. Let's see what a map does.
Yeah.
Map takes the list and it takes a function and it starts mapping it with that function. So it's basically saying n plus 1. So all of these. Okay. Interesting. I feel like that will be a
No, I
good
don't
thing
know.
to do. What I would want to do, the reason
Oh,
I like the map is because of this. What I want to do is I want to create a new list with only the addresses. Okay. That is step one. And once I have this new list, what I want to do um, is there like something that matches? Um, is there, I want to see if there's something. Okay, let me quickly write this logic. I mean, we can always delete it if it doesn't make sense. What are we doing? So you're using map. Um, okay, cool. I'm gonna import map here.
oh man.
Use Cardano Aiken list. I'm gonna, so this will get all of them, right? Okay, cool. So here, what we'll do is we'll start mapping. Um, uh, this is absolutely like this AI thing is pissing me off. Map outputs, function output dot address. Exactly, that's what I want. How did it know? Sometimes it knows everything, sometimes it's too dumb to know
Right,
anything.
right.
So what this is doing is it's basically creating another list, a new list with all the addresses, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, n plus 1, this becomes 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so it's basically creating a new list. Let me call this let address output address list. output address list equal to list.map. Yeah, I think let's say list.map. Okay, so we have a new list. Why is this looking like this? Okay. Is there a unique? It is suggesting some unique, but I have a feeling there's nothing called unique for
Uh,
list.
yeah, I saw something, but it's
Is it
lower down than that. Let's see. It's in the
unique here? Let's see what this is
yeah.
doing. So it takes a list, removes duplicate elements from a list.
So what I was thinking here is that if you list unique it and compared if that changed it. So if you got the list length and then you ran
Hmm.
list unique and it changed it by one, then you would know that there was a unique. I don't know. I don't know. It's
Yeah,
just a
no,
little
that,
bit of
that makes
logic.
perfect sense. No,
Yeah,
at
something
least for me
something
it
like
makes.
that. There's a ton of different ways to do it. For instance, you could, if you just think about it like logically without trying to figure out the syntax at the same time, what we could do, because we basically have a list, and if you
Mhm.
think like a computer, how would you look at and find out if there were at least two uh, that were the same? Is that right? No.
No, I
We
think
need to find.
for me at least what you're saying is making sense.
Okay, okay. Well,
So
I'll leave it at that. I'll take the win.
yeah, so for example, what you're saying is now you have output address dot list, right? Um,
Yeah.
and they're saying unique basically takes this list and gives like unique thing, right? Okay.
Right.
So
So
now,
it takes a list and it produces a list. So
yeah,
so it takes the first list and then it makes a second list. So you can say,
exactly,
right.
exactly. Um,
And if they were,
so and if they are equal,
then there's it's not
oh, there is another
there.
way of yeah. So that is one
Yeah.
way, and I like this way as well. If this unique list has a length greater than 2, then it should pass. You get what I'm saying? That means there are at
Yeah,
least
because
two output addresses.
yeah, exactly. Exactly. Because then it says there are two unique addresses. Is that
Yeah.
right? Did who gave us a thumbs up? With that, Ahmed?
All right.
Do you agree?
Make sense?
Yeah,
You
yeah,
guys
yeah,
good with
yeah.
this logic?
Well, this is a great thing. Now we could do the test. Oh, we got 20
Oh, no,
minutes
no,
left.
because
Okay,
we
we
have
can
to
do it.
write like the other one.
Well, okay, okay.
Okay. So, if it is before deadline, is at least two different addresses. If this is true, this
Yeah,
passes. Okay, cool. Okay, for the other one. So now we have
yeah,
completed half of the problem. Half of the assignment we have finished. The other half is left.
yeah. And this is pretty easy because this is a
Yeah.
super simple thing,
Signed
right?
by some administrator. But here is the question.
Hmm.
How do you know that
Who the,
who the
yeah,
administrator is? Like,
yeah.
what is their like what is that? Public address, public key, and stuff like that.
So that's another thing that we're going to have to make a parameter. Yeah.
Exactly.
And look
Okay.
at it. The computer knows, man. The computer is helping us. Administrator verification pub verification
Okay.
key
Now
hash.
what? All right. I'll have to do
Uh,
that. Okay. I think this is pretty straightforward. The list dot has,
yep. Yep.
right?
Yes.
And then you put a question mark, and then you should be done.
Huh. Okay.
Um, okay, yeah, that's fine. I think this assignment, at least from my side, it feels done. What do you guys think? How are you guys feeling?
Yeah. I don't know
Oh,
how to.
wait, something. Oh, unique. We didn't list dot unique. Oh, what is this? I looked for UNIQUE. Jesus Christ.
Come on, buddy, pull it together now.
UNIQU, oh, QUE.
List, is it list.unique? I thought it was.
Oh, so we didn't use this guy, so we don't need this. Okay. Yeah, what were you saying, Newman?
I was just making sure that that list is the
So
one
I
with
just put a list.
unique.
Oh, God, what is this here, all up here? Okay, cool. So we have all of this.
Yeah.
Now
So
the fun,
yeah,
let's see if it builds.
Yeah.
What did I do? Wait, what just happened? What is this?
What?
I mean, I don't know. Something happened. I don't know. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it changed. Okay, I'm gonna close this because it's scaring me. But anyway, so I think we are done. Let's try to build this.
Oh,
Aiken
another
build.
thing, hit the whole project. I guess let's just do it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, so I mean, as long as it's building and assignment 102, that's fine. So yeah, it built without any issues.
Okay.
Okay. Now for the fun part. Now to validate it.
Yeah.
How will we validate it?
So we've got to, do like, okay, I think that the computer's given us a hint. We're going to test it, right? And we test it by calling it in the test with the test keyword.
Correct. So, but we'll have to, even before we write the test, what are we writing the test for? Let's just write.
Yeah.
What are we testing? Yeah.
So we're going to test. Well, let's get a success test. So we're gonna say we're gonna create a transaction
test. So what will a success test have? By the way, when we are writing a test, what we are doing is we are building a transaction, right?
Yeah.
So what does this successful transaction need?
It needs a deadline because our assignment 201 is we need a dedeadline and an administrator. But you know,
Deadline.
It needs a deadline and an administrator. Verification key hash. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And then
what else would it need?
We need so we got the deadline. And then it needs outputs.
Outputs?
And if we want to do a success, we need outputs to at least 2 different addresses. So outputs to 2 addresses. And that's it.
And that's it. Like, so this is one success case.
Yeah, one success case.
Success
so
test
let's create success case 1. Okay, let's do the second one. I see where you're going.
No, let's write this. Let's write this down and then do the second success case. The second success case is when we don't have 2 addresses.
Yeah.
Oh, one more thing.
No, the second success case.
We missed something. We missed something. What did we miss? We missed something. What did we miss?
The deadline.
So we have put the deadline and the verification key hash. That's fine. But
actually,
we need to make sure the validity range is before the deadline. So validity range.
Oh. I thought.
Okay. What do you think?
I thought the validity range. I thought the validity range was the deadline.
What do you mean? Then what
the
exactly,
validity range of the
transaction. So validity range is basically it's checking what is the time now for
that's
the blockchain.
Gonna be for the transaction. Yeah. So it's gonna need a validity range. That's before the before the deadline. Okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah, okay. But you know, if we're gonna just test, if we're just testing before the deadline, we don't need the administrator.
Correct.
So number 1 doesn't need the administrator. I'm just saying. Yeah, correct. Validity range. Yeah. That's good. Oh crap. Okay.
So maybe you are right? Because the validity range is already given by the blockchain, correct?
It's going to be in the transaction though. So we need it in the transaction. The transaction will have a validity range, meaning that it's when it starts or whatever, or when you
Mhm.
set it to when it goes. So yeah, I think
Okay.
you're right. I
Okay,
think we need a validity range.
we'll
When we
clarify
build the
that as we go.
transaction, we need the
Okay.
validity range.
Okay,
But
yeah.
what do you think about the admin? Do we need the admin in this first test case? I don't think so.
What do you think? Do we?
I don't think so.
Me neither.
We
Because
agree?
the admin doesn't need to be, right? Because they're just at least two different addresses and that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So we're not testing the admin. So let's not, because that would just confuse it. So just remove that. So just a deadline.
Yeah, I
Ahmed.
didn't put any admin, did I?
Yeah, you did
Oh,
right there. Yeah, come on, man.
no, so this admin is necessary because it's one of the parameters.
Oh,
You know what I'm
could
saying?
you could
That's
you
that's
underscore it and
what
make
I,
it
or maybe we just don't need to worry about it, or do we have to worry about it?
can you make
Uh,
it
yeah,
optional?
let's try and remote and test it out
Let's test it out.
completely.
That's why we're testing things. That was what
So,
Ahmed
but
always used to tell me.
uh, that's what I think. And the reason I put placeholder is because you get a placeholder from here, and
Yeah,
this will be like an empty transaction. And the reason I put a constant instead of a let is because let is inside of validators,
yeah.
constant is when it's random. That's my assumption for now.
Uh,
Now, right? Uh, or we can directly do this mocktail
Oh, you
transaction
might
as well. This
you
is more.
could you
Go ahead.
yeah, you could create a mock transaction before the test case. And this is how I'm just looking at the time.ak. Um,
Mhm.
and he creates a mock, it creates a function that creates the transaction with all of the different stuff. Uh, and then he creates the test that uses that mock TX. Um,
So there's
but we
so
don't.
when you create a mock transaction, this is exactly what's happening. They are basically
Yeah,
creating a
yeah, yeah,
placeholder. Okay. Once they
yeah,
create the placeholder, you and then they're piping in like each of the different things that are being added. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So anyway, so if you want to try the mock transaction, we can try it.
Well,
Uh,
it doesn't.
Wait, go to the mocktail. Let's see mock transaction. How will you start a mock transaction?
Look at go to look at the example, the time.ak. He uses it, or you
Yeah,
can take a
right
look
here.
there. Yeah,
Yeah. We'll do that
do that.
too.
Make sure.
So mocktail transaction. So we have like an empty transaction at this point. Let us, so cocktail wallet before and mocktail transaction, right? Mocktail transaction. Okay. So we have that. I did not use this yet, so I'm not going to
Right,
import it yet.
right.
Um, what is this? Why is it being sketchy? Unused. Okay, that's fine. So now let's start piping in. Piping in is basically like all the changes we make. So now we have the placeholder transaction, which is this placeholder guy. This placeholder is what we have. A placeholder is an empty transaction to serve a base transaction builder, to serve as a base in transaction builder. This is particularly useful for constructing test transactions. So that is what we have when we write this
Yeah,
line.
yep.
Okay. Now let's start piping in stuff. What do we pipe in
Oh,
first? Validity
so
range. Mhm.
yeah, and so it should just say validity range, or
Yep. So let's pipe in the validity range, but before
I
that,
like right there.
yeah. I'm just like looking at. valid, what का validity range? Okay, valid after, valid before kicks in, and it takes the timestamp. Oh, so this cocktail. So I need mocktail. Validity range. Here it is, because they're slightly different. That's why I was looking for them. Invalid hereafter. This is what we are looking for. So this is the function, by the way, Newman.
Let's see.
So
Okay.
so valid before is the same as invalid hereafter, right? Does that make sense?
Yep.
So it is taking the mocktail transaction, which is coming through the pipe. We are giving it a condition and we are just giving it an integer. And remember, this condition just exists.
Yeah.
And we don't have to worry about it. For now, we should say true, but we'll see how we can use it later. Okay. Um, Invalid hereafter. First, I'm going to copy this guy. And I'm going to invalid hereafter. Invalid hereafter, true and deadline. Okay. So now our oh, because it doesn't have a deadline, so we'll have to define a deadline as well. Constant deadline 100. Right? Okay. So we have defined the deadline. Next, we have finished the validity range. Next, we'll have to do the outputs.
Yeah.
How would you do the outputs?
Let's see.
Any
Excuse
ideas? How we'll do the outputs? How we'll create mock outputs?
me. So we would look at wait a minute, I'm looking back at the thing. So an output is a list.
Look here, look at the mocktail functions
Yeah.
that they have.
Okay. I will go to mock output then. Right there. It's right up at the top. We should check out mock output.
There you go. Okay. So what does it need? It needs an address, needs a value, needs a datum, and then it gives an output.
So I'm going to look at what is it? I'm going to do a search on our examples for mock output. And it's just a way to grab some example code. And there's one in the
There's a nice little transaction out here.
EX out.
I'd rather use this because I don't want to put in like datum and all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So we have the mocktail transaction, we have the bool. I'll create a mock address, one address, and value. Oh shit, I'll have to create a value. How can I create a value? I'll have to create a value. So let's create some value before that as well.
Right.
Constant value 1 from Lovelace 1000. Yeah, actually that's pretty good. Value 2. Okay, I'm going to create and keep those values. And I'm going to start this guy, transaction out. I'm going to import it first. Okay, so mock pub key address, some pub key. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use this. So mock pub key address is another one I need to import. Mock pub key address. I need to import complete and from Lovelace. Yes. Do we have any assets? Yeah, I think we need all of these guys. Does it have completed? Maybe it doesn't. Oh, yeah, it's fine. From Lovelace. Okay, cool. I think that's all good. So what we did is we basically created two outputs with mock pub key address. Let's quickly see mock pub key address. Mock pub key address. Oh, there's mock script, right? There is mock pub key address. Okay, here it is. So mock pub key address basically creates like fake addresses.
Yes.
It
Yeah,
takes an
mock
integer
pub key address. Yes, that's right.
and it takes an optional staking credential, which I said none because we don't need that. And here we have like two fake addresses, and we have created two outputs just like this, just
Right.
like the expectation. Okay. Now, do we have everything we need for the first one? Dig, 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 dig. Okay. I think we have everything we need. I'm going to complete this.
Yeah.
Okay. Completed this. Oh, now we need to test. Let's see. So we have the deadline, we have administrator. Oh, we need to create administrator. I'm going to create one administrator as well. And this is just a constant mark pub key hash. I'm going to put that in. Mark pub key hash. Okay, that's all good. Text is success. Assignment to one. What is this? I found a reference to an unknown variable.
Ooh.
Why is it an unknown variable? Wait 1 second. Output reference, redeemer, datum. Okay, we are not using any of those, so we are fine. Why is this being sketchy? ASSI GN201, ASSI GN201. This is fine. What is this? Dot spend. Everything's fine, no? I don't get it. Like, what is this? I found a reference to an unknown variable.
You want it, is it, because that's our spin, that's our validator. Do you have to give it a keyword or something?
Oh, really? Oh, let's see. Mark, let's see. I don't remember. Command. Let's look at our tests. One or
Yeah.
two tests. Mm. So they put this thing. Always succeeds. Dot spend this thing. Test. No, they have it exactly like this. This will just like give a true or false. Or yeah.
Yeah,
So I don't. Let me see.
that's weird.
What am I missing here? Validator SSH into one. Hey, Ahmed or Louis, do you have any
Yeah, we
ideas?
don't. So Ahmed's asking about needing the administrator define. We don't need it for the first test here.
Yeah, so I mean I created like a constant here. You see this admin mock pub key hash?
Oh,
It's just a constant. It's just a variable, constant
yeah, yeah.
variable. That's it. And I put it in here exactly like this. I'm just
Is there some type of scoping? Like it's just not seeing it because it's too.
that's what I'm trying to figure out. So we created the transaction here. We have all these guys. I probably don't need this, so I'm gonna. Mm. Oh, I do need those. Sorry. Okay. So what is this?
Oh, is it dot? You have to go check. It's a dot.
Is it what
You
dot?
you put the man, I got a little cough going on.
Uh-huh.
I think you put the parameters after the dot spend instead of before the dot spend.
No, no. I put them before the
Yeah,
dot
see
spend.
how it, yeah, so do assign 201 dot spend and then the parameters. Yeah, Ahmad, give me the thumbs up.
No, but like these are.
Try it.
Yeah,
Try
I'll
it.
try it. Okay, I'll
Okay,
try it. So where do you want me to put it? Here,
right
like
there.
this.
Yeah. Maybe.
But like logically, how does that make sense? You know what I'm saying?
Uh,
Because the spend parameters are these guys. None void,
yeah.
mark this thing. The validator parameters are deadline and administrator. Mm,
Maybe. Oh, maybe you.
what if I completely remove these parameters?
I gotcha. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Nope, that doesn't work.
They're different. They're different params. So this is the spend parameters, and those are the assigned parameters. Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
No.
nope, nope. 1 second. What is going on? What is going on? Um, so when is there like an example in our lesson where they are taking parameters?
A validator that checks parameters.
Yeah, so that I can write a success, I can write a fail case, I can always succeed minting, I can mock spending transaction. I can write a validator. I'm gonna see command F. Oh, what is this? Okay, anyway. I can't do command F on this. I'll check signature, check. Address in the input. I do all that checks against input. Um, I feel like we have done this before, and I don't understand why. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I can check and see what issue it gives. Aiken check m. Okay, so it has given us that issue. While trying to make sense of your code, I find a reference to an unknown variable. Unknown, did you forget to import it? I can. Is it a naming thing? Did we screw up the naming? Okay, should we change the name somehow and see? Saying to nope. Okay. What is the issue? Oh Lord. Uh, should we try? Should we try and see what the agent says? I'm gonna open a new one and I'm just going to ask it because I have a feeling mostly the agent gets things wrong. And I'm going to use composer thinker. Okay, let's see what it says. Uh,
I don't see. I'm just searching, and I don't see any validator. Oh, wait a minute. Here's one. Here's one.
did you find an example of,
I'm
and it
looking.
should have a
Yeah.
test.
See if it tests. Always succeeds. Always succeeds. Mint. Interesting. It doesn't look at L3-parameters.ak. There's an always succeeds that takes a UTXO
Oh,
and
wait. Yeah, let's see if this is making any sense.
yeah,
The test
yeah, keep
calls
going.
make UTXO reference 00 on line 61. There is line 61. Mock UTXO reference. But mock UT is not in scope, really? Mock UTXO reference. Oh, did we not create a mock UTXO reference? Oh,
There
I
it
mean,
is.
1 second. Mock pub key hash. Oh shit, we don't have a mock UTXO reference. Oh Lord. Is that it? No, that's not it. Nope. Do put a mock transaction, mock pub key hash. Um, I'm gonna come remove this. Mock UTXO reference before. I don't think that's the. So it said in line 61 we use that. Find that defined as a module constant in line 4442. But is not in scope. Your mocktail imports only less. Okay, that's fine. I get that. Okay, verify Aiken check. In a short explanation, so let me actually give this as well. Let's see.
It doesn't look like they pass in the parameters.
Yeah, that's what I am also thinking. So if there is a parameterized validator, how would we write this final test?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I'm
And in
looking at the
general,
examples.
how would this validator have access to these two
Right, right.
parameters
In the
in the first
test.
place?
Yeah.
Yeah, in the test. Transaction, we got the transaction from here. So do you think it would make any difference if we put all of this inside the test itself?
Maybe.
Let's see. So, but we'll have to change everything to let if we are putting it in the test. Accept,
Yep, yep. Oh,
accept,
token policy I took.
accept, accept.
No.
Nope, it did not make a difference. So that wasn't the issue. Trace transaction. Okay, that's fine.
You know what? This might be a funny thing.
What might be a funny thing? So the text call should pass deadline and administrator first, then. So look at, maybe we should try this. This is interesting. That'd be cool if it works. So what if we just don't do this and just pass it here? Oh my lord. Did you see that? All right. Newman, should we try? Are you guys ready to try the first test? Check, check. Am I the only one here? What happened? Ahmed, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. All right. So anyway, this is one other learning for me, that you cannot put the parameters in it. You'll have to put the parameters in the spend in the same order. Deadline, administrator, none. And what happened? Did our test pass? Aiken check. I think our test failed, right? Assignment. Yeah, test failed. Why did it fail? List dot has extra signatories. Administrator is false. Why did it even go there? Shouldn't have gone there. I'm gonna clear this. No, toggle this. So it says list dot has it has gone here. So valid before deadline. So this failed then. So this has given a false. I see. So how do we do this? What validity range do we give for it to pass? So we just gave it 100. What does that mean? Let's see. So uh, if 100 in Unix time, is the transaction happening before 100 in Unix time, right? Before yeah, let me actually get a Unix time that is before Unix time 1 hour ago in milliseconds. Okay, so it has this guy. Oh my God, it's big. In milliseconds, or should we do seconds? I can't remember. Okay, let's try milliseconds. And let's put the deadline as this. What is this? Oh, okay, yes, that makes sense. So this is 1 hour ago in milliseconds. So let's see if that passes. Nope, still failed. What is this? What if I need in seconds? And so this is the seconds. 1 hour ago, okay. Wonder why this is happening. Let's see. Okay, so list dot okay. So there's definitely some issue with our logic because this line, so is before deadline, is giving false. Why is it giving false? Let's see, valid before, right? Let's quickly look at valid before. Valid before. I'm going to check the source code. So it's a function that takes the validity range, takes the required timestamp in integer, and gives bool. Let interval bound is inclusive, validity range lower bound. When bound type is inclusive is finite, lower bound required timestamp. False. So I'm getting this. If I'm getting this, that means. Oh, no, I'm not getting this. So I'm getting false. So lower bound, we are given some number is greater than or equal to finite lower bound. Validity range total lower bound. So this lower bound, what is this lower bound? valid change dot IP inclusive is valid before. Oh, this is valid after. So valid before is upper bound less than or equal to timestamp. Hey Ahmad, do you understand this by any chance? I remember like going through this, but now I can't remember what this is all about.
I would maybe like to have the code so that I can try to see what I can do from my end.
Yeah. This is the code. Should I
Um,
just like share the code
because there are,
somewhere?
yeah, maybe like
Uh,
in the chats or something.
yeah, oh, that's actually right. I can do it in the chat. I will copy this and I will put it in Discord. We'll go to Gimbalabs community code review. I'm gonna put it here. Okay, there it is. I put it in. Okay. Newman is saying something.
Yeah.
Internet died. Ah, well, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. So we are getting an issue exactly at this point. Line 22, it's resolving to false. So I'm trying to see what deadline should I give for it to not resolve to false, but resolve to true.
Hey, I'm back.
All right. And by the way, we've made it work. So this is how it worked, by the way. So the deadline and administrator become the first two parameters inside of the spend.
Yep. Seems like they should tell us this stuff right off, but we have to figure it out. So we figured it out.
Yep, pretty much. And then we'll forget again.
Yep.
Because I am definitely forgetting. Because look at this. So the issue we are having right now is when we are running the test,
Okay.
we are so it is resolving the like our time bound thing.
Yeah.
This line is resolving to false.
Okay.
And then it is saying, hey, you didn't give any administrator thing, so this is going to fail.
Okay. Yeah.
You know. So I'm trying to figure out how can we resolve this to true. What even should be the value of the deadline for it to be true?
So if you look at that time one, if you look at the time one, you'll see that it's they have like 100 and they just put in it doesn't have to be an actual POSIX time. You just put in go down to the tests or whatever. So it must be after, must be before. See that? Well, so theirs are in datum, not as a
No, but
parameter.
it's still the value is still the same, right? For us, it's the
Yeah.
value that matters. So we're invalid hereafter, invalid before.
See how they just got
They
they
have
just have
199, 101, yeah.
yeah.
So like I put 100 valid upper bound. So I put like should I just like put 199 and see what happens?
Yeah,
Like,
let's just see what happens. Let's mess around with the numbers. What do you got?
so I put this, but I'll put 199. I don't know what that means, but I'll just put it and check. So currently it failed like this. List dot
Correct.
has extra signatories has failed.
Right.
Is what
Right,
is
because it wasn't before the deadline.
exactly. Okay. So now it still failed because 199, I don't know what that 199 even does. And
So
also
where
in the
we
199 one, valid before. Oh, this is in the okay, valid before. Okay. Data must be 199. Is this a passing test? Function marks
you wrote it.
test success. Okay, let's see in the text success what happened. Must be after, must be before. So yeah, so that means basically they put so
Well, they're doing it in a little different way. We in our mock transaction, what do you have the valid before number again? Go back to the our assignment.
Mhm.
So you're creating a mock transaction right there. Value one, value two, value one, value two.
Invalid hereafter.
TX out true. Mop keep hub address. True. And then the deadline. Okay, so it's always going to equal. So change that to true and then just give it a hard number. Give it,
Oh, so we need to put it in the future. Of course. Fuck
come
me.
on,
Okay.
man. Come
I
on.
put it in the past. See, 1 hour ago. 1 hour
Boy.
later. In milliseconds. In what is it? 1 hour later. Okay, so this should technically pass, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So this is 1 hour from now.
Yep. Oh boy, here we go.
No, it still failed
At the same spot.
at the same spot, yeah. So
Huh.
is before deadline.
Switch those two. Go
As in?
deadline and validity range.
I don't understand. What's that, Newman?
So switch it. So instead of passing in the first value as validity range, change it to deadline. This is what Ahmed told me to do.
Oh, but like, you know what I'm saying? The function signature says
Has to
validity
be a
range.
validity range. Yeah,
Yeah.
has to be a validity range. So how are we creating that? The validity range comes from the transaction. Huh. Okay, then do it. Well, it would make sense that if the deadline was 100, go
So
bump
so
it up
so
again.
so so the validity range doesn't come from the transaction. The validity range comes from the blockchain itself, the blockchain time,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
and it
yeah.
is
When the
comparing it to the deadline. So it is basically saying the time on the blockchain, is it before or after this deadline is what it is checking.
Right. So, and we tried a very low number at 100 as a deadline, right?
Mhm.
And we tried an hour
So I
from
basically put like a big ass number,
do it.
which is an hour from now, uh, in seconds. Value in 1 hour. Unix time 1 hour later from now in seconds. Okay.
Try that one. Yep. It would mean, yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I still think it should fail technically.
but it should
Uh,
fail in the other way. I don't know.
no, it should fail in the exact same way. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Valid before. Where did we get valid before from? It is from standard library, right? Cocktail. Ooh, cocktail. That would be a bit sketchy. So what I want to do is I want to use the standard library because some of the mocktail functions can be sketchy.
Okay.
Um,
So interval there maybe?
yes, interval. I want to see what functions we have here. Functions after, before. Before is what we want. Okay. So yeah, let's just do
Yeah, let's try
before.
that. Yeah. Ooh, I like
Then
it.
interval, right? So I would say use um use what are we at? Aiken interval before. Use Aiken interval dot before. Okay. Where did it go? Okay. Let's call this before. Oh, we just give the deadline. We don't give.
Interval before. That's what we're using.
Yeah. So is before giving true or false? Oh no, it is just giving an interval. Oh. Oh, this is giving an interval. Okay. So what do we do with this interval? Constructing. Oh, this is constructing, inspecting. Okay. Combining. This is constructing interval dot before 100 is equal to interval. Oh, this is a constructing function. This is not like a validating function. Let's see, inspecting. Checks whether an element is contained within the interval. Okay, okay, I can live with that. Is empty.
Oh.
Is
Okay. No,
entirely
keep going.
after.
You're doing it.
Isn't, oh, I think is entirely after, is entirely before is what we want, I think. So it gives the interval, it gives the point, and it gives a ball. Okay, is entirely before is, let's use this.
Okay. Love it. Ahmed, you still with us?
Ahmed like secretly
He's
starts
here.
writing
No,
code.
he's in it. No, he's
Writing
with us.
code. Tab.
And then what does it take?
Is entirely before, takes validity range and then deadline. So I'm going to do the validity range and then deadline. Okay. So let's try that now.
I'm going to say bye to my note taker. See you later, bud. Thanks for being here.
It's still resolving to false. Why is it resolving to false so much? What is going on? Why is this always resolving to false? So what?
Oh, this is having the effect of like just time. Time is just tough. It's tough. I've never had a great interaction with it, to be honest. When I see time, I run. But it's all right. And it seems like this is just something we've got to, we've learned it once before. We did it with Asteria.
Yeah, I feel like I understood time and now I can't like remember what I understood.
Yep.
It's
You got to
crazy.
keep going
How
through
many
it.
times? Yeah, between, entirely before. We have used entirely before, right? Oh no, this is just constructing. Okay, no. Yeah, this is inspecting is what we want. Contains is empty. Tell us whether an interval is empty, that is contains no value. Oh wait, so does Asteria take? Oh,
Let's look Asteria.
no, not Asteria. Oh, maybe Asteria. Yeah, Asteria takes POSIX time, right? Unix time and POSIX time are the same, right?
Man, I do not know.
Time and
I think
time.
Oh,
I think I did something and the test passed. Can you just add -1 to the deadline on the code?
Deadline -1. Like, what was the
So
number?
in our
got
in
it.
our mock TS where we have deadline.
Uh-huh.
No, where we
You
are saying
said
invalid
-1.
hereafter, and we have deadline here.
-1.
Yes, -1
Okay.
after true. So we should do deadline -1. Yeah.
Okay, let's try that. What is even happening when you say deadline -1? Let's see.
I love this, FYI.
Oh, it passed. What is going on? Like, what is that -1?
Well, I think it's taking deadline as the, what do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Invalid
So I
hereafter. Uh-huh.
think the deadline that looking at, I don't know how time really works, but since we are saying deadline -1, we are enforcing that okay, we are piping in a time that is lower than the deadline that has been specified. So I guess that's what's happening. I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So, uh, yeah, that's crazy. Like, I don't get it. And like, say for example, if you are looking at the source code for this, what would happen if you put invalid hereafter? If you put -1, deadline -1, so mocktail if not condition, mocktail transaction else transaction mocktail transaction lower bound is finite sum none. Uh, where would it even affect it? Like where is integer being used here? Time, so time. So where is time being used? Finite none, mocktail transaction. Mock interval, validity range, mock interval, some time. I have no idea what's going on. My head is not working. But somehow Ahmed made it work. Ahmed did some magic and made it work.
Well, oh, yeah. My connection's still a little bit wonky, but um I that makes sense to me, but the trick is to uh get all that into a mental model. I remember with Code Cow, like he drew it out in a like on a graphic and he was just like, okay, this makes more sense to me. Um, I definitely support the fiddle with it, you know, because if you don't know, like experience trumps kind of understanding the book learning. Like if you're like, okay, let's do some experiments like that subtracting one, you know, sometimes multiplying by -1 or you know, like there's little things that you can do in math that can give you the right results. And then the trick is then bringing your mental model up to date so that you can write it with confidence. Um, but we definitely got in and mixed it up today.
Yeah. I'm gonna sit on this for just a little bit later on to
Yeah.
figure this out, figure what's happening, why this
Hey,
is,
and
yeah.
that might be good because we've been going for about 2 hours.
Oh, it's been
Let's
2 hours. I thought it was only an hour and a half, right?
no, no, we
Oh
started at
shit, it's
10.
2 hours. Oh my
Yeah, you
Lord.
were on
Okay.
it, man. You were on it. You had the
Okay, fine.
flow. So let's take a little
Yeah.
break. We'll say
Yeah.
goodbye. We'll meet up next week. Ahmed, what do you think about that?
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I dropped like
Yeah.
a little explanation I got from on the group.
Oh, really? Oh, 1 second. Let's see.
You can check it out. So
Okay,
yeah.
Where,
cool.
where's
Bye guys.
where did you Sidan
On
Labs
Discord?
Uh yeah,
in the
Discord. Yeah.
Discord? Okay, okay, cool, cool. I'll look at
Cool.
Discord. All right, guys. Thank you
Adios.
for
We'll see
hanging
you next
out. This
week.
was fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Ciao,
see you
man.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.